Hello and welcome to well, I guess it's not going to be a series, but I will be just running through the basically Starfinder character sheet. I found out that autofills it, and I'll be making just a level 1 character, so you guys can basically all see the basic character creation as far as I understand it. So I'll just start here. So first off, I'm just going to instantly just put in plus equals 10, and then just do that for all of them. Equals 10 equals 10. Since 10 is just the starter, you always just do as 10, but I'll be modifying it just so. What did I put it there? I did still do equal 10. As I modify it, you'll be able to see what I am doing here and there. Alright, so they're all at 10. So as you can probably see, I'm going to name this guy Skits. I've already got a rough idea of what I want him. He will be... no, I take him down. I will be chaotic neutral. He is going to be a Ratman, the Yoski. So the Yoski is just on page 54. So we'll start off with their ability traits. So first off, they have a +2 to their dex. +2. Enter. And they have a +2 to their intelligence. +2. Enter. And they have a -2 to their strength. So -2. Enter. Alright. They are small. So that to take note of. And sorry, and they have some here we go. I'll put them. Ooh, there we go. So I'll put it in special ability. Oh, racial. Here we go. So their first off is they have cheek pouches. Cheek pouches. Can store one bulk of goods. Just put an E there. Alright, next on the racial list, dark vision. Dark vision, very useful thing to have, and it is up to 60 feet. Pretty normal. 60 feet. Next we have Moxie. So let's put that here, Moxie, and that is scrappy and nimble even when the odds are against me. A Yoski can stand from prone as a swift action. So stand from prone as swift. Alright. And stand from prone as swift. Additionally, when off kit a Yoski does not take normal penalties to attacks or gain the flat-footed condition. So I'll put that here. Just do a little few spaces. When off kilter, no. Is it just insert no penalties? Not normal pins. No flat foot. No flat foot. And they've when attempting aerobatics check to tumble through space of an opponent at least one size category larger. So air. Oh, sorry. What was it? Oh, acrobatics. Acrobatics through large foes. Get a +5 racial bonus. That is a lot to one skill. Holy crap. And Scourger. let's just make sure I'm spelling this right. Garanger, just a nice simple +2 to, oh, there's a lot, to engineering, stealth, stealth, and survive. Oh, blah, blah. Is that right? Oh, I always have a habit of putting eyes in the wrong space. Survival. Alrighty. Anything else? Nope. Alright, so that's the blah blah blah. I don't really care about them. But I'm going to play it like a Skaven. That's not as evil. Because why not? And for class. Oh no, theme first. Sorry. So I'll jump to the themes. Oh, I'm already there. Okay. So I was going to go Outlaw. So we'll put that into the thing. So Outlaw is on page. What page is this? 33. Let's get so. That's just, we just got to the top here. Where is it? Theme. I know it's here somewhere. Oh, I'm very got selected. Outlaw. And that gives me another +1 to my dex. +1 to my dex. Alright, and now we'll do the class. Oh, wait, no, first off, theme knowledge. Connected to blah 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 blah. Roost the DC checks of culture to recall knowledge about criminal underworld. So, I'll jump straight into this. I'll put it under ability, theme. So what is this ability called? It is just theme knowledge. Theme knowledge. So does it say how big the minus is? So just reduce. Reduce culture DC for crime underworld. Yep. Excellent. Just made it nice and easy for me. Anything else? And sleight of hand is always a class skill. And class skill at least one. You get the hand a +1 to sleight of hand checks. Hang on, wait, what? Sleight of hand is always a class skill. Alright, and so basically I get it's like sleight of hand becomes a class skill, and if I already have sleight of hand as a class skill, I get a +1 to sleight of hand. Excellent. So let's put that. I'll put it in the same part because it's part of the same thing. I'll just go sleight of hand class or +1. Enter. There we go. Excellent. So that's that done. Now jump back to the menu and sorry, and we will be jumping to the class I want to play. For this guy, he will be a mechanic, so that's on page 68, mechanic. So first off, let's just enter that into the class, mechanic. He is obviously 1 level. Yep, and it puts in everything for me. So I got my stamina points, which is just 6, and then I have my 6 health points, and then 2 from my racial. These guys have the lowest racial. 2 most have 4, a couple have 6. So I'm not very tanky at the moment. Now to do ability scores. So how ability scores work is from this point you can put across just 10 points. They're just a 1-for-1, so unlike Pathfinder where as you go increases points higher and higher, they cost more and more. So basically from like 10 to I think 13 it's 1, then when you go to 14 it costs 2 and so on. This is just a 1-for-1. Nothing from this point can go past 18. So I'm going to be playing an intelligence based class. So you will get plus 6 here, putting him straight up to the maximum I can have my intelligence. I'll increase my con by 2, and that gives me 2 more points to put around. So I'll be putting this up to my dex, and that's all my points spent. So that's just 6 there, 2 there, 2 there. Yep, and that's 10. So nice and simple. There's no point in going lower than the start, whatever your start is, because as you go lower, you don't get more points. So if I was to put this at 8, I wouldn't get 2 more points. Unfortunately, they changed that, so you might as well just leave them where they are and then just put the points where you want to put them. That obviously also increased my stamina, so a tiny bit tankier for a level 1 character. So I have my skills here. So obviously I have 8 skills. I am a mechanic, so engineering makes sense to put a skill point in. Perception, of course, you always put everything you can into perception. Let's put 1 into piloting, 1 into physical science, 1 into life science. 1 into culture. So the basic skills for knowledge is now life science. Hang on, what's the other ones? Life science, engineering, and there was a third one. I think it was mysticism was the other knowledge skill, if I remember correctly. So those are basically the only knowledge skills you need. Culture's just for monsters anyway. Engineering will be for any constructs, life science for anything natural, mysticism for anything that's magical. And culture's obviously if you're just wanting to have no cultural stuff out. Computers obviously is going to be quite useful, so I have 8. That's all of them. Excellent. I should probably actually use staff and sleight of hand, but I'm a mechanic. I don't actually see myself needing them very much. I just also wanted Outlaw for the flavour. And my RP bonus is my int, and obviously I have 5 out of 5. Excellent. So let's go through my class features. Mechanic. I'm a master of machines. From advanced supercomputers to simple magnetic engines, blah blah. Understanding how these devices work gives me insight into the world around me, allowing you to make the most of your gear, circumvent hardened defenses, and even take over remote systems. Your programming skill also gives you the ability to create a powerful ally in the form of either imparted artificial intelligence or a robotic drone, which can assist you with a variety of tasks. If there is a computer or machine that needs to be fixed or bypassed or destroyed, you're the first on the scene. Whether you're a skilled scientist, a starship engineer, or a battlefield tactician, you're no stranger to combat. But you find it much more reasonable to have your AI or drone do the fighting for you. Right. Yep, so I rely on my intelligence for knowledge skills, blah blah blah. High dexterity, intelligence is key score, and high dexterity to make my range attacks. It's all good and well. So yeah, that's that. So artificial intelligence. I can have my artificial intelligence. I will be going with the drone. So let's go over to here. Put that here. RT. Let's go art. And I'll just go drone, because I'll have to put in the type of drone. We'll do that after, because that's like right at the bottom of everything. So I have bypass +1. So bypass, you're skilled at getting inside computer systems and electronics. This is by the first level you gain +1 insight bonus to computers and engineering skill checks. At 5th in every 4 levels after. And at 20th level, this bonus increases by 1. Alright, so just a little bonus for hacking. Useful thing to have. No, what are you doing? So that's called bypass, was it? Bypass. and at the moment it's just a +1 to eng and who's that? And comp checks. Right. Excellent. So it's that. And what's my next thing? Custom rig. What is this, my custom rig? So anyway, I'm looking on page 69 if anyone's interested. You have created a custom toolkit that you can use to hack systems and items. Your custom rig can be configured to take up an upgrade slot on your arm, or can be installed as a cybernetic augmentation system in the brain, or it can be combined with a data check for the same price as installing a data check normally. Your eyes, your arm, for information augments, you chapter 7. Okay, so this can either go onto my arm or be an augment. Presence rig, you always count as having the appropriate tool or basic kits for any. Okay, so custom rig, basically, nice and simple, is custom rig always have tools for comp or inch. And I'll just do so augment or armor slot. I'll probably just do it as an augment depending on how much that costs me. Could set me back a bit. Not too sure. But that's all my level 1 class stuff there. So now we're on to spending monetary. Money. So for the average starting credits for a level 1 character is 1,000. That's a lot more than in Pathfinder, but as you're about to see, things are much more expensive. So it doesn't actually go very far. So back to the overview. Sorry, we'll start off with our weapon. So that's on 168. Yes, we know how to hold weapons. That's not too hard. So obviously I'm just going to be going with a ranged weapon. No. Ranged weapons. You are not ranged weapons. Now, what type of weapons? I think I could only use small arms if I remember correctly. I should have checked this first. So I'm currently on 173, so page 68. Sorry, you can't see any of this, but oh fucking well. So basic melee, grenades, and small arms. Yes, not very many weapons available to me, but that is all well. I will just go with a. Not that it's actually a lot. Just a semi-auto pistol seems good enough. Nothing. Yeah, I want semi-auto. So let's put that into. No, we'll put it into the here because this is a better place to put it. Semi-auto pistol. It is plus my dex bonus, which is a whopping 2. Critical, let's see if it has any special critical effects. So while we're on this, I might as well talk about how critical effects work. This doesn't have any special things, but I might as well talk about what it does. So when you crit, you only crit on 20s now, unlike with Pathfinder. However, you don't have to roll to confirm anymore. So now how it works is a 20 is always a hit, and if a 20 plus whatever this is, so mine's a 2, if 20 plus 2, so 22 would normally hit the target, then you crit. If it doesn't, then you just normal hit. You should also probably run away from that point, because you're probably not going to be any good in combat. Or not, because, you know, I mean, some classes can do more things. So, yeah. If you're a soldier and you didn't hit with whatever this number plus 20 was, then run. Because you're not going to be very useful for much longer. Well, you're not going to be useful at all. Anyway, so it is analog, so special. Oh, where am I pushing down there? It is analog. Its bulk is. The hell is its bulk? It's L. Green's used for thingies, so no, we won't put it in because it will probably have a seizure having a letter in there. Its range is just 30 feet. Capacity is 9 rounds. Uses 1 round. And that's the basis of that. There's nothing special. Oh, type of damage, it's piercing. Piercing. So just simple basic pistol. That sets me back 260 gold. So minus 260 off here, and that goes to 740. Alright, so that's good. Next will be our armor. We'll just go, obviously we can only use light armor. So, come on, fucking burping. Armor, here we go. So, we'll just go with something quite basic, I say. So just stationary, I guess. Oh, it's not very good. Second skin, might as well get second skin. So, oh wait, no, I've got it over here, silly me. It is just called second skin. It is a level 1 item. It's max DC 6, so I'm probably not going to have to be replacing this anytime soon. Well, I'll probably be replacing it straight away, to be honest. No, it's not 6, it's 5. Silly me. Has no AC check penalty, I imagine. No AC check, that's why I picked it, not the first one. Plus 1. No, that's right, I can just go 1. No, minus 1, sorry. No, not there. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Wrong shit. I have no idea. I'm being silly, sorry people. It has 1 ECA and 2 kinetic. There we go. Not being stupid now. And not as stupid anyway. Because everything's in a different place. So it cost me 410, so that puts me at 330. So then I can buy myself an augment something. Bulk. I do need bulk. Bulk is... No, it's L as well. Yes, bulk is L as well, so I won't worry about putting it in there, or else it will have a seizure. It has 1 upgrade slot. Excellent. Type light, I guess. And does it have any special properties? I do not think so. They don't really say any so if they have any special properties. It's a speed adjustment for heavies armor, but nothing else seems to have any special properties. But that's all well and good. So that's that. So 330. So now we're on to the next part of the book. Anyway, I should actually have said where that is. So it starts on page 197. Sorry, so 197 to get your armor. And the cheapest armor upgrade is 200, so obviously I'm not going to be going for that anytime soon. Anyway, let's keep going. Augmentations. So, so I can do it. Oh no, Darjacks are very expensive. Okay, so never mind. The custom rig is going to my armor because I have 1 slot for that, and then I'll move it into my brain at level 2 when I have more monetary. But let's go in here. So it's going into armor slot at the moment. Armor slot. So yeah, that's being used up. So that gives me 330 credits to spend around. Let's go down and see. I could have actually put into an arm if I like. Hideaway limb is only 150. Actually, that may be better putting into a limb. So I will do that. I'll actually spend my money. So that is being used. No, it's not. That's not being used anymore. In my hideaway arm. Way arm. So here, away arm, and that has my rig in it. And that cost me 150, so I have 180 left. Excellent. So this is going quite well. Actually, how ammo? Ammo. Silly me. As you know, I'll get everything first and then buy ammo afterwards. So I'm not technological items. No, I just want basic survival items, don't I? A flashlight sounds useful. Yeah, so I'll get flashlight. Yes, that sounds like a very good idea to me. So yeah, flashlight. That cost me 1 credit. And this is where you get to the number crunching part of character creation, isn't it? Binders. Oh, so I have only 1 flashlight. Binders for tying people up, and I'll get 4 to make this a nicer number of 175. That is nice. Very good. Next, let's see what a medkit's probably sound useful. We'll be getting one of those afterwards, but first off we will go get a comm unit. So we'll get a personal comm unit, because being able to talk to other people will be useful. Personal comm unit. The bulk for everything I'm getting so far is just negligible. It's not negligible, it's L, so little. And it doesn't have a value yet. And it cost me, first off I get 1, and it cost me 7. So not a nice number again. It's putting me on 168. Enter. There we go. Cool. That seems, everything seems, don't need anything else from there. Oh, grappler. There's no like, oh, there is cable, so, alright, so hang on, let's get the grappler. How much is the grappler? Too fucking much, that's how much it is. So let's not worry about the grappler then. Let's see, Medge. Medpatch plus 10 on a medicine check, and you can do it unchanged. That's useful. And what's the med kit? Lets you treat deadly wounds. Useful. First off, I actually do want to get myself a just a bag. There's a lot of things to scroll through. I don't want a computer. I have a computer, basically. Actually, I probably do want a computer. I'll read through that afterwards, but I don't actually think I need one yet, because I'm not going for a prop hack. I just want to be able to hack, and I have my control rig for allowing me to do that. So I remember somewhere seeing backpacks. It's definitely not in magical items. Maybe I misremember it. Oh well. Don't see anything else. Alright, so I'll just get myself 2 med patches then, because that's those will come in handy. 2 med patches, very nice. They cost 50 each, so that just puts me on to 68. And then obviously when I can probably just do the rest whenever I'm in mission. But yes, this is a basic rundown of how to make a level 1 character. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe and share and so on. And I hope to see you all again soon. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.